Hi, and welcome to the module on commercial real estate development. In this section, we will talk you through the complex but rewarding process of developing commercial property, from start to finish. We'll cover the different phases of development, feasibility studies, project financing, design and construction, and navigating the important regulatory approvals. By the end of this module, you'll have a comprehensive understanding of what it takes to bring a commercial property development project to life. So here's what we'll be covering today. We'll start by looking at the various phases of real estate development, from initial concept to final delivery. Next, we'll dive into feasibility studies and market analysis, which are crucial for determining the viability of your project. We'll also discuss project financing and the different funding options available. After that, we'll move on to the design and construction process, where we'll discuss the key steps involved. Finally, we'll cover the regulatory approvals and permits that are essential for legal compliance. So, the development of a commercial property project typically unfolds in several phases. It all begins with the concept and planning phase, where the initial idea is shaped into a viable project. This is followed by feasibility studies and market analysis to assess the project's potential. Next comes financing and funding, which secures the necessary capital to move forward with the project. The design and construction phase brings the project to life, followed by marketing and leasing to attract the tenants. Finally, the project is completed and handed over to the asset manager or purchaser, marking the transition into the operational phase. Feasibility studies and market analysis are both critical steps in ensuring a project's success. A market demand assessment helps you understand the potential demand for your property, while financial viability checks if the property is going to be profitable. Risk analysis identifies potential pitfalls, allowing you to mitigate them early on. Competitor analysis provides insight into similar projects in the area, and site evaluation assesses the physical and locational advantages of your development site. Together, these components form the foundation of a successful commercial property development project. Securing the right financing is crucial for any real estate development project. Equity financing involves using cash reserves or raising capital from investors who receive a share of the profits. Debt financing, typically through loans, requires regular repayments with interest. Mezzanine finance can be a hybrid between equity and debt and is often used at a higher cost to fill a funding gap. Joint venture partnerships allow you to partner with other entities, sharing both the risks and the rewards. Public-private partnerships, or PPPs, are collaborations with government bodies, often used for larger scale projects. Each of these funding options has its own pros and cons, and the right choice depends on your project specifics. So the design and construction process is where the project begins to take shape. Architectural design translates the vision into detailed plans, balancing the aesthetics of the scheme with functionality and cost. Planning and approvals are necessary to ensure compliance with local regulations. Selecting the right contractor is critical for staying on budget and on schedule. Construction typically involves in phases from site preparation and groundworks to structural works and finishing touches. Throughout this process, quality control and safety are paramount to avoid costly delays and ensure the project meets the required standards. So, navigating regulatory approvals and permits is an essential part of the development process. You'll need to ensure your project complies with planning and land use regulations, which dictate how the land can be used. Building codes and standards ensure the safety and sustainability of your development. Environmental impact assessments may be required on some sites to evaluate how your project affects the surrounding environment. Health and safety regulations must be adhered to, protecting both the workers on site and the future occupants of the property. Finally, obtaining the necessary permits is crucial to legally proceed with your project. To summarise this section, successful commercial property development requires a thorough understanding of each development phase, from concept to completion. Feasibility studies and market analysis are crucial for assessing the viability of your project. Exploring various financing options can help secure the necessary funds. The design and construction process demands a focus on quality and compliance with safety standards. Lastly, be prepared for regulatory challenges by ensuring your project meets all legal requirements and obtains the necessary permits. As we conclude, I encourage you to go through the reading materials as always and test yourself on the quizzes at the end of the section. Be sure to confirm your understanding before proceeding to the next module. As always as well, if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thanks very much.